Hello everybody and welcome back to a slightly problematic zoo right now. We have many problems with some of the animals, and I spent some time yesterday, well, last episode, it'll be yesterday's episode for you guys, it was a minute ago for me, but we spent some time getting these elephants sorted out, because I wanted some elephants in my zoo. So we've got our elephants, and I think they're now happier with their social group. Just got some terrain modifications to make for them, and then they'll be perfectly happy. But they'll be honestly okay with what they've got there at the moment. They've got food, they've got water, they've got terrain that they like, they've got a nice big shelter. They're pretty happy. I can do some decorating in here and get the terrain a little bit more appropriate for them. Probably need a bit more mud and stuff to sort of roll around in and things. But once I've done that, they will be much happier. So, there's lots of animals in the zoo right now that are not very happy at all because they've got incorrect sexual or sex ratios, low welfare, stressed out. Bongos are really unhappy. So we've got a lot of stuff. Ixius, Casey, and Tristfallen. So it's this pen, and the bongos. Pangolins are just there living their best life. They're just living their best little pangolin life. But these guys are not happy at all. Now, the problem I've got with them is I need to move some of them on because we've got too many, but lots of juveniles. Oh, research completed. Wonderful. Common ostrich. Fantastic. Alright. Did you completely finish all of your stuff with the common ostrich? I need to... I've been doing too much recording today. I've got a stiff neck now. No, they've still got stuff to do. They've still got stuff to do with the African elephants. And then the warthogs. Now, I think maybe we could get you doing some warthog research because I think that would help a lot with them. Yeah, okay. I need to go through each pen as well and just make sure everyone's getting the nicest food as well, because that would be really good. Okay. Oh, it looks like one of my other animals is sold as well. Fantastic. If I have a look in animal trading, I think some of them may still... Okay, it looks like a lot of them sold. A lot of them sold, which is great. I've got 2 ostriches to sell. Let's have a look at my trade history and see what happened. Any species? There we are. I'm going to see my warthog sold, and then my springbok sold. And then I think did I buy a pronghorn? I don't know. I don't know why it's saying plus 186 minus whatever. I don't know if that's like a profit margin on it, or if I made a loss, or... I have no idea. It's very odd to me. It's very odd because it's minus a certain amount for some of them, plus a certain amount for others. I have no clue. No clue. The main thing is I am making enough conservation credits. I mean, like for money, I don't even care because the zoo's making enough. But for the conservation credits, which is the main thing I'm trading for right now, I am making more all the time. So that's fantastic. And most of it's from selling things. Now, these ostriches are quite nice ostriches. Mandala is an amazing ostrich. He's just getting a bit old. Not really even getting old. Why am I even selling him? I think because he's related to too many of my guys now. That's probably why. But I think he could go for a lot of money. So I'm going to try and trade him back for like 200. Because I think he's worth that. I think he might even be worth 3. Let's see if we can sell him for 300. Because he's got almost perfect genetics. I know he's only an ostrich, but he has near perfect genetics. And he's like a gold star animal. He's amazing. He's got really nice, he's really cool to look at and just generally really nice. Now this one, Javen, has very good genetics. Not perfect, but pretty good. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe a couple of hundred for him. Let's go for 150 and see if he goes. And just keep going with them until they sell. But there'll be people with that many credits wanting to pick up ostriches and things, so I just gotta believe, I guess. That transformer just need to be... We need a mechanic for that. And we need a mechanic for that. And mechanic research is complete, so hopefully the mechanics will have nothing to do pretty soon. They're starting to get to the point where they're not having to research everything all the time. We've got some power research going on, we've got some theming researches going on, but we're nearly done with quite a lot of them. Which is amazing. Okay, so let's go and have a look at the pronghorned antelopes and see why they're stressed. See if we can work out why they're stressed. There are rather a lot of them. What sort of social group do they need? They need an adult population that is much lower than the adult population they have right now. I mean, apparently babies don't count, but it's almost, I feel it's almost like babies do count sometimes. But we definitely need to thin this herd down. Now, Watkins is our main dude. And I'm happy for him to remain the main dude. But we definitely need to go and thin them out a little bit. So let's have a look. Pronghorned. I mean, it would be really good if this actually worked. You know, like... Pronghorned antelope. But it's like, there are definitely pronghorned antelope habitat animals. And yet it's not showing any of them up. That's really, really weird, and they need to fix that, because that's like, seriously? But I'm happy enough just to alphabetically sort them and go through them like that. So I want to get rid of a few. And ideally I want to get rid of any male that is not, or they've all grown up really recently. Any male that is not Watkins, I want to get rid of. And honestly, I may even need to get rid of Watkins, because what will happen is that baby girls will be born that will have Watkins as their father. And that's not what we want. My little giraffe family over there. They're so cool. Haven't had any more though. That's why I'm trying to research the giraffes to get the bonus to the pregnancies. The springboks have really reduced in size. They might even be too small a social group, and that might be causing them some issues as well. So I'm going to get rid of these 4. And we're going to send them to the trade centre. Boom, off you go. So then who do we have left? Let's just take out the trade centre as usual, because I don't want to know about an animal that I've basically earmarked to get rid of. So now we have... Oh, they haven't moved yet, of course. Let's take the trade centre ones out again. So right now we have Nalay, Watkins, Yalitha, Ember. Oh, I didn't move you. Oh, apparently he's been sent to the trade centre. Okay. So we've got a few pregnant ones as well. So I'll need to come back to this, but that should help considerably with their stress levels. Let's have a look. They don't have enough hard shelter either, so we'll put another shelter in for them. The cage is easily big enough for that. Yeah, we're back down to a much more manageable social level for them as well. So yeah, let's get a hard shelter. Let's get a pretty, like, African style one. Suitable. We don't need one big enough for an elephant. We just need one big enough for a pronghorn antelope. One of these will do. Just put it in between the trees over there. See, because it's a bit prettier. It sort of fits in there, whereas the others didn't so much. Just, you know, a little shelter sitting there in the trees. It's quite a big, tall shelter. Hopefully that will mean that they're a bit happier. Yes. So it seems like other than Logan, who's apparently a troublemaker, Logan may well be in the trade center, but the rest of them, their stress levels are right down, which is great. The bongos seem a little happier now that I've sort of culled their numbers a little bit, but I'm going to need to keep an eye on them. So, warthogs, bongos. Overcrowded bongos, warthogs, bongos, warthogs. Right, so it's bongos and warthogs now. So next is bongos, I would say. So their social group is too big. They need to have about 5 of them, and they've got about 7 of them. I think a couple of the babies have grown up, which I've been waiting to happen. So I want to go to the zoo, I want to go to bongos, and I want to get rid of some of them. I'm honestly at a point where, with the bongos, I may just get rid of the males and leave them as a female group. And just see if they're happy like that. That might just be a better way to do bongos right now. Just have females. They are very happy. They're happy being a girl group. They can be a girl group for now. If I want to breed them later, I'll introduce a male. Or I'll just buy females off the market as I need them. Elephants look happy over there. Cool. I might give them some terrain modifications and decorate and make things a bit prettier. Like, I love how pretty the bongo pen is. Yeah, no? Almost 2,000 people in this zoo now. Probably need to give them more drinks and stuff. We need definitely like some better guest education. The animal rating's through the roof now. It's much, much better. Because I've got interesting things like elephants and pandas and all that sort of thing. And giraffes. You know, you've got giraffes and elephants and pandas. Everyone's like super happy. So the warthogs are about to inbreed. No, we don't want that. Thank you. We need to have a little look at this. So what's going on with the warthogs then? Oh man. No, that happened. I didn't realise quite how quickly that might happen. Hang on, actually, I don't even think that... So there's some more offspring due soon. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4, okay. And 1 has inbred, unfortunately. Okay. So if I go to Suma and I go to breeding, all of the mates that are possible for her will cause an inbreed, and she's pregnant, so unfortunately that's an inbred pregnancy, which I've been trying to avoid, but I need to get around all of the animals and make sure they're all on contraception. if they're a breeding group. Now I'm going to start being much more selective about what is a breeding group and what isn't. For example, the ostriches are all on contraception, so they shouldn't be breeding at all. I don't know how much the contraception is working because we've got some in breeding and I'm like, they're all on contraceptives. I have no idea how that's happened. But unfortunately, the warthogs have gone a little bit messed up. So I'm going to just sell a couple of them, I think. I might go back to the 2 original ones. So basically the problem is you need to be giving contraception to all babies. So as they're getting born, you need to be on top of it. And I wasn't. So as far as common warthogs are concerned, these 2 need to have contraceptives because they're the babies, effectively. Oh. Ooh, this is an issue because the original warthog female I've got is getting very old. The male is fine. That male is related to that male. I've got 2 pregnant females. So what I might do is I might sell Suma. So someone else is going to have a free baby, but it'll be a pretty genetically bad baby. Kind of like when I got that pangolin. And then I'm going to... I think I might just need to sell all of them. All the females. And just get some new warthogs in. Get some new warthog stock. And then how about also... I should be doing this en masse, I know. So just keep Funsan, I think. He'll keep that one male. And I'm going to get him some female friends. And that should sort out their inbreeding problem. But you got to constantly be on top of the breeding stock if you want to breed. Constant. So let's go to animal trading. And there's a lot of animals to sell on. Lots of ostriches and antelopes and all sorts of things that need to be sold. So I think I'll do that first. Also, the warthogs are not here yet. They will be in just a second. There we go. So, bongos. Fairly young. They've got reasonable breeding. So how about we do 50 each for those? Or how about we actually check how much bongos are going for? I hate doing it. It's so boring, I know. No, I reckon I could get 150 for them if I'm careful. Yeah, okay. Because they've got some okay genetics. Except that one. That one we might go a bit lower. Because of the longevity gene being low. So maybe we'll go 150, 150, 75. It's how you make money though. It's how you make the conservation credits. You have to check the prices. It's just the way. If you check the prices and you check what the competition is like and you set the prices appropriately, you will end up with enough conservation credits to do things like buy elephants. And that's what we want to do, right? No, 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 we're not doing that. Oh my goodness me, no. Conservation credits all the way, please. Trade. Okay, so those ostriches. Okay, so I should be able to trade all of the warthogs. All of the antelopes. I don't think there's anyone that just needs a quick sell. No, that's good. Right, let's have a look at common warthogs and see what kind of price point we're looking at with them. Like I say, it varies all the time. Horrible, basically infertile ones. Ones that are quite decent, going for like 10, 12. I need more females. 15. If I can pick up a nice female there, I'll do that. What? Is there only one page of them? Oh, gee, okay. That's terrible. Gonna buy you. I'm gonna buy you. So that's 2 females from... I've got a male with good genetics, and these have got average genetics. So we'll try that. Now I'm going to sell off my ones. But yeah, basically these aren't selling for very much. But there's not many females on the market at all. They're all males. And I think I'm selling females, aren't I? And a pregnant female to boot. So 2 for 1. Let's try putting them both on for 50 and we'll see. I reckon I can shift them for 50. These are my new ones. I won't be... They're 6 years old as well. It's a shame. The best thing with this is you need to not be completely out of people's price range with it, but still sort of, you know the worth of your animals at the same time. So these 2 need to go into quarantine. I wish there was a better way. I'd say I don't know if there is, but probably find them in the zoo screen rather than the... And then maybe mass move them to quarantine from that. But there's only 2 of them, it's not so bad. Most things that I do have a bulk command for, and I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, much less issues now. Pronghorned antelopes are still a bit stressed though. Alright, let's see if there's any other kind of issues that they've got at the moment. They still don't feel that they've got enough hard shelter area. So I'm going to give them some more. Give them another hard shelter somewhere. Maybe over here? No. To find a good place for it now. Maybe just in there actually. That might be a good place. Seems to just be issues with shelter, and it's like, well, that's not too difficult to sort out for them. But they've got lots of shelters that they can go in. One of them is even completely hidden behind a tree, so can't ask for much more than that, can you? Less and less and less problems. One of my bisons is about to inbreed. Oh goody. Just what I need. Right, they're both doing stuff, which is great. I do not need that, okay? I do not need you doing that, please. So I need to go and have a look at the bisons now. And just check out their inbreeding issues. So, let's see. It's definitely keeping me busy. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 American bisons. These males need to have contraceptives. Absolutely. There should not be anybody trying to inbreed, though. The Lee needs to be moved on. Just because of age. And she'll die and I'll be like, oh no, died of old. I don't want any animal in my zoo dying of old age. That means I've not gotten everything out of them I can. They need to be retired for credits. But I don't see what the issue is there. Who was gonna inbreed? I don't even remember who it was. It was whoever's in front of me right now. Bennu. But Bennu was on contraceptives. So maybe it still gives me that even if they're not gonna have any offspring because they're on contraception. Which is kind of that it shouldn't be doing that. Like it shouldn't really count them as mating if they're on contraception. I don't feel. But I think the American bisons could possibly do with a bit of a revamp as well. Oh, we're getting some sales. Good stuff. Visitors! Hello. Hello. Oh, I've greeted enough people today, apparently. That's alright, though. How old are you now, missus? You are 6 years old and you are now mature. You are a mature panda. And that means I need to get you a mate and I need to possibly move on your parents, who are now 20 years old, so they should be actually sterile right now. But I will put a contraceptive on them anyway. And we're gonna go and get you a friend. I've got 400 credits. I reckon I can get a male panda friend for 400 credits. Where's your mum gone? I'm missing a panda here. There's one. There we are. So I've got contraceptives onto the parents. They should be sterile anyway because of their age, but just in case they've still got a little bit of life in them, we'll just make sure that that's on. And I want to get another boy panda. Now, however, the father here it seems like there is an alpha male thing going on. So I don't know whether the breeding would happen if he's marked as an alpha. No, he's not. That's fine. So I think pandas don't have alphas, so that's fine. So let's go to the animal trading and have a look at our giant pandas and see if there's any for sale. We have a male for 445. Has terrible fertility though. One for 500. And has much better fertility. Oh, if only I had a few more credits. Oh no. Man. Okay, I might try and just save up a few more credits and see if I can, or just even wait for a little while and see if I can get a panda like that one, or who has good fertility. If I can get two with good fertility, that'd be amazing. He's 12 years old already as well. Nasty. Well, that means I've only got 10 years left. I do have the extra fertility in the mating as well. I really want that one. I do wonder if it's going from... Oh, I never know which way around it's going at all. So how many animals have we got in storage that might potentially get sold? Okay, well we could release a couple to the wild. The problem is they're worth, I know they're worth more than that. Trade you for 100. And the others probably for something like 50 or 75. Again, it's a case of just trying to set the price to a point where you think you might be able to achieve it. Really? But not going too high, not going too low. Just going to what you think people might actually realistically trade for, but not underselling your animals, even if you have a lot of them. I did that a bit with my ostriches earlier on, but that was when they weren't quite so nice genetically. Okay, let's see how that goes. But I do need a boyfriend for my panda ASAP. They never had a second one. And that's probably because their genetics, if I have a look at the parents' genetics, I was really lucky in the panda I actually had, because 33% fertility on that one. And 33 on that one as well. So I got a really good panda out of two not so great parents. So if I can get a nice boyfriend, then that would be really good. I'm just going to go see if there's any pandas have shown up while I was doing all of that. Very not fertile. Oh! You are mine. Darn it. There was also more ones that I could have had that were slightly more fertile. But that's pretty good. A 67 and an 83 together. That's pretty darn good. So let's get this boyo in here. And then sort out these inbreeding springboks. Wow. Like... What are you up to? Don't give me that cheeky face. They're both on contraceptives, so that shouldn't result in anything bad. But it's kind of annoying the fact that he keeps saying that. I keep having to go and look at it and being like, oh no, what are they doing? And leaving my giant pandas and going to have a look when they're not actually going to inbreed because they're all on hormones. Man. Okay, let's get back to these pandas. So I should have a panda in my animal trading that needs to go to quarantine. He's only 10 years old as well, which is fantastic. So he's only just mature. So that's really good. I'm super pleased with him. So we've got some stressed out pronghorned antelopes again. So I'm just going to have a quick look at them. Their social group is causing them issues. They're stressed and trying to hide. They still are a little bit unhappy with their shelters. So I'm actually going to get rid of one of these and replace it with one of those bigger ones. In fact, I'm going to get rid of both of these and I'm going to put in a massive, great big shelter. And then I'll see how that's doing for them. Suddenly much happier. They like that one. I'll put them some beds in there too. Medium beddings. So they can just go to bed in there and everything, have a little sleep. Put an extra large bedding in each of these as well. Okay, so who's unhappy now? My new warthogs are ready to come out of quarantine. Fantastic. Put them into there. Lovely stuff. I wonder how my panda's doing. I'm getting so many vet researchers that I'm kind of going to need to... I really need to go around all the animals and just see if there's any more enrichment items and things that I can put in for them. Or if any of them can have better food. So I'm going to start over with the pandas. They're 85% welfare due to a lack of species toy enrichment. So enrichment items that are appropriate for a giant panda. There are many of them now, apparently. Many, many, many. A thin climbable log. I need it to be toys. Toy enrichment particularly. A fire hose ball. And a bobbin. And under food enrichments, we can get them a scatter feeder. Apparently they like those. Now we are 98% welfare pandas. Almost 100 actually. Right, we've got some maturing ostriches which may cause some issues. Okay, my female bongo group seem very happy, just chilling out over here on their own. They're a little bit stressed. I'm just going to go and check. They've got enough hard shelter, they've got enough space. So one thing that I wanted to give them, this may take a little bit of sorting out of the barrier. I need to edit the barrier. I wanted to give them one-way glass. I don't know which way this will go. They seem to be able to see, and then the bongos can't really see out. That is what I wanted. Now let's see if that helps them feel a little bit more at home. Yeah, that's helping them feel a lot less stressed out. Might be actually worthwhile if the springboks are still getting a bit stressed. No, the pronghorn antelopes, they're getting super stressed. So what I want to do is actually change... I only need to change the barrier actually. And that one and that one. I want it all to be one-way glass. I imagine that that's going to make them feel a lot safer. And yet allow... Oh. Hang on, that's supposed to be good. Did I do the wrong kind of glass? I may have done. I need it to go the other way. How do I do that? There we are. Now I'm hoping that what this will do, give the guests a really good view, but it'll keep the pronghorned antelopes feeling a bit less stressed out. So no, they've got good shelter, good terrain. They're social. Adult population is fine. Interspecies bonus and stuff is good. We've got the right species with them. They could do with a little bit more enrichment though. I swear I can hear the elephants hitting the barrier or something. Oh, my reticulated giraffe has matured. Now this may cause a problem because now we have an issue with potential inbreeding. So the giraffe either needs to go to another pen or needs to be on contraception. Let's have a little look. Is there another little tiny giraffe? Well, apparently an adult, but you're still very tiny. Maybe you still have some growing to do. Right, so their nutrition could be better. They're having a little sleep in their pen. They're so cute. They are so cute. So I need to put contraceptives on you. I wish I didn't have to. But I don't want any inbreeding happening, unfortunately. That's gonna have to happen. Sorry, dude. I might be able to change things about and take contraception on and off the father and get her a new like giraffe boyfriend maybe at some point. We'll have to see. There's a prong. Why have we got all these antelopes in their box? I have no clue. Right, my giant panda! Quarantine is passed. Let's go. Let's go, man, go. We only have one stressed antelope now, and one low welfare springbok. 2 stressed out springbok. Not a ton I can do about that, because of the way this enclosure is. Like the other enclosures I can put 2-way glass on, but this one we've got people going over the top, and we've got all sorts of windows and things. However, what I could do is change some of these windows at the back to the 2-way glass, maybe. Need to change to the other way around. We want the same over here. And that just might help them feel like this part of the enclosure is a little more private. And it might improve some of the springbok stress levels. Right, where is Logan? Because he's been stressed for a while. Is he sat in the... Logan. Yeah, he sat in the trade centre, so it's like, well, what can I do about that? Nothing. So we've got overcrowded ostriches. So this, I know this has been a lot about sorting this sort of thing out, but I feel like I'm getting kind of towards the end of it. The bongos are quite happy in their little female group, female-only group. We did some sorting out of the bison, some sorting out of the pronghorned antelope, and the springboks. So they're in a good place right now. Ostriches, I think it's just a case I was waiting for some of them to mature. They've already got contraceptives on, so again, we're just going to take away some of the males. And I will bring into it, I will bring them in another male. Okay, so now I only have one problem, which is Logan being stressed. But Logan is in the trade center, so Bennu is not about to inbreed. Bennu's on contraceptives. Gee. I might actually have a word with the developers about that. It's like, you need to know that if they're not gonna... If they're on contraception, they shouldn't be inbreeding. I mean, it doesn't matter if they're doing the deed. It's just if they're gonna have babies from it. I mean, maybe it's a little weird, but these are animals, not humans, okay? Pangolins are feeling a little bit stressed out now. There's probably too many of them in their group. They only need just sorting out just every so often. They just get a little tiny bit stressed. However, I can change their glass. There's no reason not to. There, so they can't see all the crowds going past them. The crowds can see them. They can't see the crowds. Wonderful. So now we just have that stressed animal that's sat in vet research. That's sat in the trade centre. So, like I say, that's not an issue. Mechanic research that's completed. Great stuff. I really want to give those elephants some decorations. I almost wonder whether I could get turtles in there. That might be a bit of a squeeze. Could probably put some stuff for the guests in there though. Get them a nice gulpy soda or something. Wow, the shops that we've got now. Oh, we don't have a bigger African shop shell. A large African toilet. With the East Asia stuff. Which would be amazing around the pandas and stuff. Maybe we haven't researched that enough yet. I'll put in a standard shop shell for now, but I may upgrade some of the shop shells later. Move it back a little bit so that the queues can go down there. Right, so... I mean, I see no reason that everything shouldn't be two-way glass at this point. I'll put in a little ATM there as well, so that they can use that before they go to Gulpy Soda or Chief Beef. Can't talk now. We've got an ice cream thing. Pizza. Water. Chips. Missy Good, what's that? Apparently it's food.
Missy Good.
I want to see what Missy Good does. Oh, it's donuts. Yum. And I want a drink place as well. Water, soda, or slushies. Slushies! Wow. Gulpy slushies. I like the fact that the vendor comes with them. So we can go and check out the elephants. No one can see the elephants very much at the moment. So I might edit the barrier to get some more windows in. And two-way glass everywhere. This is so good. Oh, that's not two-way glass. Hang on. That is. So wonderful. Everyone can see them. Now, I need to put some guest education in around here. And also, like, the elephants are not going to be donating to anyone. Don't think the elephants can do donations. So we'll put that donation box elsewhere. Possibly we could do with one around here, actually. Unless we already have one. No, we don't. There's a little crowd there looking in. We have much less stressed animals now. Have a look at my trades. My animal storage is getting a bit full. Those are still selling. You're a really good ostrich. I'm going to sell you for like 100 or something. Or even 150. Someone will buy an ostrich that good for that, surely. It's not even very old. It's 2 years old. I've got amazing genetics. Like, come on. Got to give me good money for these things. I've worked hard. I've worked really hard to get these genetics right. I don't just leave them to inbreed. I get good genetics out of them, so, you know, pony up. Right. Simba's gonna have another baby! Yes! This is good stuff. So if I was smart, what I would do is get another male giraffe in and change over the breeding for my newest little one I mean, how big a... Okay, I'm just going to sell this ostrich. This one can go for 50 because it's rubbish. Okay, so they're all up for auction now. We'll see how it goes. Ah, no, dangerous animals have escaped. Oh no, the elephant. Oh no, that glass isn't elephant proof. Oops. I want to just sort this barrier out then. Okay, what we need to do is put this stuff in. And do an emergency capture on the elephants. The elephants escaped! Pause. Emergency capture. Get back in your box. Oh man. It was my bull elephant as well. My goodness me. Where's all the other elephants? You were just having a sleep while all that excitement was going on. You were just like, snore, snore, I am Ifateo, I am snore. There's still not enough elephants. How sad. How many do you need? Do you need 4? Oh, I know why. It's because they need to have their friend back. Someone gonna come and take him back? Thank you. Okay, that will hold. Oh, gee. They've broken that one too. What? I thought that one was 4. That is resistance 4. So how have they gotten out of a resistance 4 barrier when it says that that's what they need? Steel mesh should keep them in. If not, then we may need to change it to this stuff again, and because that's resistance grade 5, and put more windows in. Electric fence, resistance 6 well powered. Chain link is 2. I don't like using electric fences. I think that's really cruel. Not if you don't have to. Just gonna keep an eye on this. Have you escaped now? Quick, I'm gonna see if we can quickly sell you before you die of old age. Can we not? What a shame. I think the pronghorned antelopes might be dying slightly early because of stress. But I think now they've got that two-way glass in, I think that's going to really help them. I hope the American bison don't need a stronger barrier or anything like that. There's a lot of things that they actually don't like in this. They don't like their tamarind tree, for example. They don't like that beech tree, those two beech trees, actually. I'll get rid of some of the stuff they don't like. And the tamarind tree at the back, I think it is. Don't like any of that, apparently. So I might need to put a bit more different planting in for those guys. Yeah, so I was going to see if I could find myself. Oh, someone bought one of my dudes. Yay! The ostriches apparently are still going to be fighting. It's like, really? No, you're not. Half the people aren't there due to incorrect sex ratio. And it's like, no, there's correct sex ratio there, I believe. I'll double check it though. So if I take out the ones that are in the trade centre, boom, bye-bye. We have female, 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 female. It may be that they need a male. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's fine. We might need to buy them a male. We may put him on contraceptives to start with. But I think that might be the case. I'm going to look at my Zoopedia and I'm going to see if that's why it keeps coming up with that. It might be that they need a male in their group. Come on, ostrich. But if that's the worst I have to deal with, women, too many women in a group, and that's not too bad. So, I would like to see your species data. Up to 7 males, up to 7 females. So we have 1 too many females. So basically we could have a group of 8, but it would have to have 1 male in it, or we can just have a group of 7 females if we so desire, but I need to get rid of one of them. Or they will fight. So ideally, we just want to find the one most. Okay, so I'm going to take out the ones in the trade centre. Or don't need to look at those. So the least genetically good one, or the oldest one. So Chippo is getting on. Those aren't fantastic genes. So you're a possibility to go. Ooh. I think there was a couple that still were juvenile when I was playing around with getting the alphas in and things. You'll be kind of okay, I think. I want to send those to the trade centre, and I want to get a new male ostrich in. Because we've had some horrible times with that then. Horrible, horrible times. Okay, so her new boyfriend is in here. We've got 2 20-year-old pandas. We've got an 11-year-old panda. And we've got a 6-year-old panda also. Where's my 4th panda? One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's you. That's you. So you're my potential one that might actually have a baby at some point, if you feel like it. Because you're a panda. You might just die with no babies. Because that's the thing. Even though you're like 100% happy, nothing is wrong with you, you couldn't have a better life, you still just might be too lazy to breed. Because that's what pandas do. But anyway, I'm pretty happy that I did a good job now. I just need to wait for a couple of the animals. One of the animals to be removed by the vet. One of the animals just needs to get sold. And I need to, at the beginning of next episode, sort out the ostrich situation. And once, I like to basically sort everything out. And then I will progress with the zoo. I don't like to progress with the zoo until I've got a lot of stuff sorted. Wow! I've suddenly sold loads of cool stuff. Yay! Actually, maybe I will just really quickly buy one male ostrich and sell off these females, because that would just be the last thing to do at the end there. What have I got in storage? So I've got a bison, an older bison. Rehome. Oh, when they get beyond a certain age, you must only, they're elderly, you can just rehome them. And I have to, and it'll be transferred to an animal hospital, an animal hospice, and get looked after until it passes away. Oh, that's kind of really sweet. So they don't have to die in the zoo, they can just get taken care of. Okay, I think everything else has either been sold. Yeah, okay, cool. I did move a couple of ostriches over here though, I thought. Maybe they haven't had time to arrive. So I'll just play it for a second, because they might just need to arrive into the trade centre. I do play this with a lot on pause, but if I didn't, I would really struggle. It doesn't seem like they're on their way. How weird. An animal died. Zerial, it's a lot of pronghorned antelopes dying. I may need to sort out the amount of animals there are. So I need to buy one more ostrich, and that is the end of the episode then, I promise. An ostrich. Common ostrich. I want one with actual good genetics, not terrible ones. That's an interesting name. You're quite good. Get a lot of choice with the ostriches because they breed really fast. That's quite a good one. So Darren, you are my new ostrich. And I need to remember your name because you need to go straight to quarantine. Because all the other there's the other ostriches. These ones with really horrible genes. I'm going to release them to the wild. I don't even think anyone's going to want to buy them. I wouldn't. I wouldn't even want to buy them. They're horrendous. That's not too bad. That has no immunity at all. I feel bad that like I send them out into the wild just because they have bad genetics. I should send ones with good genetics out into the wild, maybe? I could probably trade you for 30 or 40 credits. Maybe 35. Pangolins are maturing all over the place as well, so I need to just sort those out too. There's so much stuff I need to do. Oh, high litter. We haven't had that in a while. I've put new parts of the zoo in that don't have bins, so that's probably part of the reason. Okay. Unless the thing is out of quarantine yet. Zoo. I want my new animal that's in quarantine. Who's in quarantine? Location, queue for quarantine. And nobody in quarantine? Ah, there you are. Darren in quarantine. Quarantine is completed. Move. Get in there. Go sort those girls out. And hopefully that will sort out the ostrich problem, because if it doesn't, I don't know what will. I'll just speed it up a bit. I want to see that go away. Oh no, the inspector's here. He's going to see all my ostriches fighting each other. Okay, that sorted that out. So wonderful. We only have a couple of stressed, one stressed springbok, one stressed antelope. They're very, very stressed species in general, but they have lots of cool places to hide, and I'm fairly confident that they'll be okay in the end. So, I'm going to leave it there for now. A new baby ostrich. Oh no, a new ostrich has arrived in the zoo. The pronghorn antelope has had offspring, which is good because loads of them have died recently. So I'll probably need to just have a good look at the pronghorn antelope next time and just make sure that they're all okay. But we've just got Logan who is stressed. So hopefully by the time I log in again, because I'm going to end the recording session here, by the time I log in again, hopefully Logan will have been sold. If not, I'll just go and get rid of him, because I'll just send him into the wild or something, because I don't want to have that constant stress notification there. It's going to annoy the bejesus out of me. So yeah. Oh man, all these researchers that keep getting completed. It's amazing. Bling, bling. We're sort of running out of researchers now, so I'll be able to just use everything, which will be great. So the zoo is getting better and cooler every time. We've actually started to break into that 5th star now. So if we just keep on going, make the guests a bit happier, get some more cool animals, and then really work on the guest education. I'm going to need to almost have a whole episode just going around putting educational things in, but that's it for now, I think. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you would like to see more Planet Zoo, please subscribe. I'll let you know when the videos are out. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, though, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.